Hello, beautiful people.
Hello, everyone.
We hope you're doing well. We're very glad to be with you today. And we're doing this video, first of all, to say thank you. Thank you for the continuous support. Thank you for showing up every day and support the channel. It's very important for us and it means a lot. First of all, let me introduce myself. My name is Jason. I work with Alex, the founder of the channel. And I am with a new team member to the right of me. Her name is Margot. Hey, Margot.
Hey, Jason. Thank you so much for introducing me. And hello, everyone. I'm going to join the team from now.
Yes. Joining the team to do great things. Because, guys, we have two new ideas of content for you. The first idea will be introduced by Margot.
So, we're actually going to release a brand new program on the channel. And the goal of this program is to broaden the variety of the classical recording music channel. We're going to take the time to discuss with artists, musicians, and also personality of the classical music world in Paris, but also internationally. This special series of videos will be called the Fireside Chat, and we hope that you're really gonna enjoy it as much as the rest of the channel program.
Exactly. We can't wait, guys, to release this new program, Fireside Chat. We'll have the opportunity to welcome great guests and very important people in the classical music world. So this is the first show, first idea. Before introducing the second content idea, just a quick word on a new initiative we're launching. This channel requires a lot of work, time, and energy. And Alex is doing a tremendous job to make sure that we can deliver quality content on a daily basis. As you can see, we are acquiring a lot of CDs, books, and other resources to give you guys relevant content. And that has a cost. If you're willing to support us, we have created a Patreon page. On this page, you will be able to subscribe and to tip us a few bucks on a monthly basis. That will help us to buy new CDs, new books, but also to upgrade the technical tools we're using to remasterize the recordings. Every contribution will make a difference, and we're already very grateful for you guys. You will also have access, thanks to this Patreon subscription, to a brand new content. And here comes the second content idea we've been teasing, guys. So, this new content is very special and dear to our art. Have you heard about it, Margot?
No, what is it?
It's a podcast.
It rings a bell.
Yeah. So, this new audio experience will allow us to travel through times and to explore the history of classical music.
And I've heard the first episode is already available on the Patreon.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. So if you go and check out right now the bio of this video, I mean the description of this video, you will find the link to the Patreon. If you subscribe, you will have access to the first episode of the Classical Music Reference Recording Podcast.
That is nice. And what's the theme of the first episode?
So the theme of the first episode will be discussing why the piano, the instruments we just have here to the left of me, or how the piano became the king of instruments, the king instrument.
And so Jason and I will actually be the voices of this podcast.
Yes.
And they will be available every month. So Alex is the writer of this podcast, and he's actually putting all his knowledge of classical music into this podcast so the community can learn more about special subjects, and it will be different subjects every month.
Yes, exactly. Every month a new subject. So, to sum up everything, guys, thank you. Thank you again for your support. And we are very, very happy to launch this new content. The Fireside Chat, monthly video show on YouTube, the Patreon, that will give you the opportunity to support us in a new way, and also access to this podcast on classical music history.
Well, I've heard there's another nice news coming. What
Oh,
is
yes?
it?
Which
Yeah,
one?
you haven't heard about it?
No.
So there's going to be a little part of the first podcast of the channel coming right now on the video. So open your ears, it's coming.
Enjoy!
Welcome to the Classical Music Reference Recording Podcast. In each episode, we delve into the history of classical music. In this first edition, let us explore why and how the piano became the king of all instruments. Enjoy this listening.
Each period of history has had a landmark instrument. Each one of these reflects the history, culture, and trends of its era. The Greeks played the lyre and the aulos, an ancestor of the flute. The lyre became iconic because it was used by the great poets while singing and reciting their verses. The word lyrical derives from the lyre. Today we call lyrical a composition for the piano or singing. For a long time, Western civilization only knew the human voice as the main instrument. But during the Renaissance era, another one started to flourish, the lute. It opened doors to a new standard. Less singing, more instrumental music. The human voice was substituted by music. For instance, the viol covered almost the entire range from low to high of sounds produced by the voice. Let us talk about the organ, which certainly could claim the title of king instrument. Why? The organ can reproduce the tones of an orchestra. The great value of this instrument has been known for centuries in sacred art, but also chamber and concert music. It has originated a new fundamental stage in the history of music composition. However, its monumental size makes it difficult to move. The liturgical aspect of this church instrument made sense for the society of the 15th, 16th, and 17th centuries, but not so much for the 18th centuries and not at all for the 19th. Then, the violin, initially disliked because its sound was considered too strident, became an acclaimed instrument. Italian music culture played a huge role in that, thanks to the great violins composers such as Tartini, Vivaldi, Veracini, Viotti, and many others before and after them until Paganini. The combination of the violin, the viol, and the cello gave birth to the string orchestra and therefore to the concerto, the first grosso, a dialogue between the orchestra and a group of soloists, and the concerto of a soloist, a performance of a unique soloist. At the same time, other instruments contributed to the evolution of musical cultures. It is the case for the flute, the oboe, or the harpsichord. In the 17th and 18th centuries, the harpsichord became the go-to instrument of any music hall. Its keyboard can easily create harmony, but it is a thin instrument when it comes to the strings and the soundboard. The sound of its plucked strings lacks intensity and depth. Then came the time to create a self-sufficient instrument that will combine the assets of all its predecessors and fit the requirements of New Age society and its musical culture. The piano is this instrument.
Thank you for your time. Thank you very much, Margot.
Thank you, Jason, and
Yes.
thank you, everyone.
Like, subscribe to the channel. Feel free to share the content to another classical music lover. And see you soon, guys. Take care.
Bye.